Hey y'all, it's Ginger. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a brand new collection from Madam Glam. This is for November. And this collection is so pretty. I've had it for a few days, so I've played with it a little bit, and just gorgeous pigmented colors. So we're gonna do like we always do. We're gonna swatch them. Only 2 coats if necessary, which I don't think will be, and then top coat off camera, then come back and do the comparisons. So on my nails, I have a bit of a mismatched situation here. So this was an experiment, which is like several colors mushed together from different brands. And then this is also a different brand, and it is a gel polish test. So I am going over that on Instagram. So if you want to follow along there at Ginger Sparks. But yeah, different brand other than Madam Glam. We're giving it a little wear test, seeing how it holds up. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get swatching. Okay, so we have all of the swatches. They swatch beautifully. From using these on clients, I can tell you that it is definitely best to do 2 thin coats on these. The pigmentation is fantastic. It really is. But your color payoff is going to be so much better with 2 thin coats. Especially, I just used this one on Amanda today. It is the most beautiful color. We did 2 thin coats of it, and it's almost got like a maroon raisin kind of color to it. Cranberry toast is so pretty. This is probably one of my favorites in the collection. And then this one as well, like 2 coats of this really deepens it up. So if you want that full, like deep richness that the color payoff can give you, 2 thin coats is definitely preferred. But if you must, you can get away with 1 coat because they are super pigmented. The 2 like pearly ones They are really, really nice as well. And for being like a pearly, especially the toasted pecan, this is probably second favorite, maybe first favorite in the collection because it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. Look at that. It gives off more of like a metallic look and less of that like pearly kind of look, like butter glaze kind of gives that pearly look, but they level out really nice. And I did enjoy using these, and I've used these a bunch. So, let's start there with the comparisons, but I do want to say real quick, thank you guys so much for all your feedback on the last video about whether to take out the old ones and just do the newer ones that are still available. I had a lot of feedback, and I just want to say thank you so much because that helps me know what you guys want to see, and I really appreciate that. Don't ever feel shy to comment and let me know, and I will do my best to appease the masses as best I can and give you guys what you want to see. So the majority wants to see the old ones in here still. And there was a few that said, you know, it'd probably be more helpful to have the old ones taken out. And as I was reading through all the comments, I had an idea, and then somebody actually commented what I was thinking. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, to separate the old from the new, which is going to take me some time to do. I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to do it, but it's definitely on the list of something I want to do. Take out the older colors that are no longer available and put them on their separate like swatch rings, and then keep the newer ones that are still available on a swatch ring together. So you would have like 2 rings of red, one that's available, one that's not available, and then compare both of them. So that is something I would like to do in the future. I don't know when it's going to happen. You guys, I still work full time as a nail tech. So I'm actually sitting here after hours. I just finished a full day of work to finish up this video. So I still have a full booked clientele list. So doing these videos, like, it really is a labor of love because I love being able to do these for you guys, but it is very time consuming. So to get to something extra like that is going to take me some time, but it is on my mind. It's on the list. So we're going to get to it. So with all that being said, let's compare these. So I went ahead and grabbed from the last time we had some pearly ones. And this was like the closest one I could find. And it is from like their little drink collection. And it's got like that pearly look to it. I don't use these a lot. I find them a little bit harder to get nice and streak free. So I don't tend to reach for those. You can even see like there's a little bit of brush strokes at the top there. They're hard to get smooth, but they are beautiful colors. So I don't have one with this formula or finish in this color, but I'm gonna leave it out to compare to other colors, even though it's not the same formula, but I want to see like what kind of compares to it. So we'll leave that out when we do like these nudes and stuff here. So let's grab, this has got kind of our peaches and nudes on it, some like lighter whites, and we'll check these 3 out right here. Oops. Yeah, I need to separate these anyways because the wheels are so big and hard to hold on to. Okay. So we have Little Toto. This is such a beautiful color. It's got kind of a bit of sparkle to it. Maybe I'll leave the flash on. And it's not 100% the same. It's pretty close to Seek and See. This has been a great color that me and Amanda both seem to grab a lot because it's a nice, like warm tone neutral. Now, somebody else was asking me to describe the colors as warm tone, cool tone. I can do that sometimes. Sometimes I have a hard time with it when you're looking at this many colors. I'm like, wait a second, is it cool? Is it neutral? Is it warm? Sometimes I'm not 100% sure if it's warm or cool tone. I'm not great with that, to be honest with you, but I can try. But I think my camera picks up the colors pretty good. And of course, it all depends on your camera's settings or your TV screen or phone, whatever you're watching it on, the settings of that as to whether the colors are going to look accurate as described. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. But yeah, I don't think we have anything that looks exactly like this. Let me also grab Chai Latte. This collection is so beautiful, and I really love the names on it. I feel like this is going to be more in the browns, maybe. Let's see. That is Oh Dear. That was a very pretty color that we had one Christmas. Beantown from the Boston collection. I loved that collection. Not quite the same, a little bit lighter. That is Autumn Aura. That one's pretty newer. Definitely more peachy toned. And this is Beige Rose, much lighter. And Bring My Latte. That's a pretty color too. This one, Chai Latte, definitely darker. Yeah. So, and then this one is definitely going to be too dark for any of these. So moving on, I don't think we need that ring anymore. Let's look on this one. Forgive me, I am still battling the end of that cold I had. It is sticking around, you guys. Let's try Toasted Pecan. I do love this color so much. And on its own, you can build this up in 2 coats. I use this on its own, 2 coats of it on my clients. Beautiful. So let's see if anything is like this. It's going to be pretty unique. I promise you we have nothing like this, old or new. It's so pretty. Yeah, we're not going to have anything like this. I don't even know where to put this when I put it away on these swatches. Got some deeper ones over here. Yeah, we'll check it with those as well. Okay, Butter Glaze. Let's see. These are a little bit more gray. Stone of Hope. Check Yourself. It's kind of close to that tone of Check Yourself. Again, different finish on it. How You Doing? There is Tea Party. Definitely lighter than that. Timeless Beige. Naked Guy. That I would call that more of a beige, don't you think? Kind of a beige ivory, maybe. Here is Grazie Mille. Don't feel like it's too close. Some of my like really old swatches are discolored slightly. I keep these put away in a drawer. I don't let them sit out so the light doesn't hit them because I don't want them to discolor anymore, because some of them I do not have anymore, so I can't re-swatch them. And some of them don't even cure. This is The Truth. That's another one that's one we gravitate towards. Cream Donut. Yeah, none of those. Let's check Chai Latte. This color seems so like familiar. So let's see. Pivot. Yes. Okay. Pivot from the Friends collection. Let's see. Slightly lighter and slightly more pink toned, ever so slightly. I wouldn't say it's 100% dupe. It could be a good replacement though. Always Late. Tea Party. XOXO. That's an old one. It's kind of like a semi-sheer. It's not super opaque. I don't know if I still have that one or not either. Is that Traditional? Timeless Beige. Here is Dreamer. Not quite the same. Dreamer's got a little bit more of that peachy tone to it. Food Coma. What is this color that I do not have a label on? Way to go. No. Do I have another neutral set? I don't think so. I think this is it. Let me double check here. I'm going to say Pivot is our closest to this. Yeah, for sure Pivot. Let me check these again. Did I check these? Yeah, Beantown, it's just not, it's too dark. And then that's too light. Yeah, we are definitely leaning more towards Pivot for Chai Latte. I think I'll stick it right there next to Pivot. That seems like the winner. Let me get in frame here. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't say it's 100% the same, but it'd be a nice duplicate for it. And then these two, I'm not sure where to stick those. If I should put those by themselves somewhere or in here with the browns, but they are beautiful. Okay, I went ahead and popped them in with the browns. We'll double check this one. Don't think, no, maybe, no. Let's check this one. I got a couple sparklies on the end here. Yeah, I don't think so, but buttered glaze, no. And then toasted pecan. There's firework, bombshell. Those were so pretty. I would love to see more formulas like these. They were so sparkly. Magic dust. No, none of those. And chai latte. No, nope. Double check these kind of orangey tones here. Yep, none of those. Okay, moving on. So this Midnight Mocha is very interesting. So I see purple in this. When it's on my clients, it's so deep, it almost looks black, like from a distance. It's like, oh, you have black nails, but not jet black. But it's so super deep and dark. And then a few people said, oh, it's a dark brown. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like a dark brown. The darkest brown I have is probably Stronger Together. And it is darker than Stronger Together, but not as brown. It's got a purple undertone to it. It is the most interesting color. I've not seen anything like this. It's so cool. So let's check it out. Yeah, so my darkest one, Stronger Together, it is definitely darker than that. Hopefully you can see. Okay, so looking through the camera, I can't really see too big of a difference, but I'm at an odd angle here. But in person, you can see the purple tone next to this. It is definitely super deep. And then we have Barista here, which I have mislabeled. Almost has like a reddish tone to it. So this doesn't look like anything we have. So if you're looking for a super deep brown, this would work. But keep in mind, it's going to have that purple undertone to it. And I've got these out here because I wanted to check them. I have a couple that are super old, oldie but goodies. Of course, we got Perfect Black. And it next to Perfect Black, you can kind of see it's not quite black. And then Soulmate, which is like a dark slate kind of purple gray color. It's interesting. And She's All That. Those are very old colors, but they're almost identical to each other. And I just wanted to compare them to those. And they don't seem to look anything like that. Let me turn the flash off. Does that help? I don't know. Flash on, flash off. Yeah. I'm going to look at the purples because I feel, yeah, the dark purples here, just to be sure we don't have anything. So here we have Shadows, super deep, plummy purple, beautiful. Definitely not the same. I'm having a hard time deciding where to stick this. Should I put it on the purple wheel? Should I put it on the browns? I don't know. These are Raspberry. There is Royal Card. Not the same. I'm going to compare this also to High Roller. That's over there on the red one. We'll check that out too. And no, so nothing on the purples. Let's look at High Roller, and we'll get into this one for Cranberry Toast as well. So these super deep ones, like, okay, here's Dark Side. That is like a bricky kind of deep red, almost maroon kind of color, and Midnight Hour. And then we have High Roller, again, a lot like Dark Side, but a little bit darker yet. But you can still see that red tone, like undertone pulling through on that. And this one has a bit of a purple tinge. So it's very interesting. A color I really wish Madam Glam would remake is Shimmer Sexy Berry. Oh, I've probably bought more bottles of this one color than any other color because it is our high school Raider maroon color. It's a perfect match for all of our high school stuff, so we use it a ton. But yeah, probably nothing like this one. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. So that is the Midnight Mocha. We did have a mocha in last month's collection, which was called Mocha Moment. Yeah, Mocha Moment. And now we have Midnight Mocha. Not to be confused. They do not look anything alike. Okay. Don't know where to stick this. Just going to put it to the side for now. Let's look at Cranberry Toast. I love this color so much. It's a toss-up between Cranberry Toast and the pecan one. What is that one called again? Toasted Pecan. Do you say pecan or pecan? I kind of don't know. I kind of say both sometimes. I think I say pecan more. Okay, LA Style, an oldie but a goodie. Kind of similar. This one has more of a dusty, cool toned quality to it. Is it cool toned or warm tone? I think cool. See, I'm going to get confused trying to say that. It could be a replacement for LA Style. It's not bad. It looks very similar, actually. I would call this like a raisin maroon. And then we have Casino. That is such a pretty red. Not the same. Christmas Essence. I love that. I hope they still have that available. That is a must-have. Again, High Roller. Smart Oxblood is another gorgeous one they don't have anymore. Ring the Alarm. Eco Chic Red. Those are the sparkles. Chest to chest. Here we have Crimson Cloak. It's definitely much deeper than Crimson Cloak. Ruby Winter, kind of the same as Crimson Cloak. Then we have Apple Pie, Astro Love. Those ones are much lighter, closer to the next one we're going to compare. And then, yeah. So I would say LA Style is going to be the closest to Cranberry Toast. And I would actually, double check all of these. Spice Cinnamon, no. None of the orangey toned ones. And should we double check these deep purple raspberry ones? Always good to double check. What is that one? Mocha Moment. Yeah. And Spooky. I mean, they're definitely not the same. But I could see how they could be, I don't know, slightly similar. I think it's closer to LA Style. It's like LA Style, but dustier. Hopefully that makes sense. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Crimson Cloak, Ruby Winter. It is. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be the closest to that. I think LA Style, it's kind of a little bit sheer. It's not the best opacity. It's a very older formula. It's got a bit more of a vibrancy to it than Toasted or Cranberry Toast. Like I said, this one's got like a dusty, muted quality to it, but the colors are very, very similar. Okay. Now, Harvest Flame, another beautiful color. Interesting, kind of hard to describe. Is it red? Is it pink? What color is that? Is it orange? It's somewhere in between all those. So when you put it next to the oranges, it looks so much more pink toned. So definitely none of those. Let's see. I feel like one is sticking out at me. Fall Serenade. Yes. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's a little bit more pink / red than Fall Serenade. Just a tiny bit. It's probably like just a shade up from this one. Very close. Let me get these organized here. We'll look at all of them. Welcome to Las Vegas, our bright orangey toned reds. Here's Debate Team. It's not too far off from that either. It's a little bit lighter, but that one's fairly new. Love Potion. See, I feel like it fits in with these guys right here. So we got Fall Serenade, Astro Love, Crackling Fire, and Passion. Let's see, is it more like Fall Serenade or Crackling Fire? Like right in between the two. You would not need all of these for sure. It's somewhere in between Crackling Fire and Fall Serenade. Very, very close to those. Checking the pinks real quick, see if there's anything that stands out. Coral Flirt, no. Tulip Flame, no. And the Chaser, definitely all too light. Yeah, none of those. What are these? Witching Hour. It's not super far off, but it's definitely not the same. It fits way more in here with Astro Love and Fall Serenade. So that's where I'm going to stick that one. Okay, last but not least are the two off colors, I guess, from the rest of them. I guess not too off. We got Sage Stuffing and November Night. Still getting used to the names of these. So November Night, such a beautiful, like blue jean kind of blue. Very pretty. I think I only have one blue wheel, so split this in half. See if we got anything. Okay. Fortune Glam. Here is, I think I know why those are not. Those from that Korean collection, possibly. A few of those not labeled. Okay, none of those. Do we have a unique blue? How is that possible? I have so many blues. Too bright. Here we have Times Square. Very pretty together. Times Square is much lighter though. Blue Monday, more of a purpley blue. Scorpio Season and Stormy Day. No. Road Trip, that's navy. Electric Blue. Here we have Navy Blue. It's definitely lighter than Navy Blue. Then we have Mahalo, deeper, dustier than Mahalo. Ooh, here we have Magical Times. Definitely less gray than Magical Times. It's got kind of a grayness to it. Ooh, a unique blue. It's close, it's darker, and just a little bit more blue, but it looks good right next to Magical Times. I'm gonna go through these one more time just to be sure. Double check I don't have any other blues anywhere. There's my grays. I have pastel blues. Should I check those? No, those are way light. Okay. I can't believe we don't have a blue like this. Yeah. Nice. I love a unique blue. It's really, really gorgeous blue. I see like sparkles on top of this and white snowflakes. Would be some great nails for January. think I'm gonna put it down here by Magical Times. I feel like it fits there the best. I'm gonna need to separate these very soon because definitely don't have room for more blues. Okay, and then the green. I think I just have one green wheel. I've got a really bright neon green wheel, so this is my deeper one. Of course, we've got our olive greens, our turquoisey greens, and then we have Night Shift, probably one of my favorite greens. This one is really nice right here next to Night Shift. It's a bit deeper than Night Shift. This is so pretty. Sage Stuffing. Super, super pretty for this time of year. Okay, here we have Oh Happy Day, which is another green. This is a green I grab a lot when I'm doing like pine tree type nails. It's definitely more of a pine kind of green. And this one is a bit more sage. A little bit more muted for sure. Doesn't have that piney kind of almost a blue undertone to it. Here is Heart Attack. That's an old one. I don't think they make anymore. It's probably one of the darkest greens. It looks almost black on the nail. That was a hard one to cure, I remember. So, Oh Happy Day. And Night Shift. It's definitely darker than Night Shift. Feel like it fits closer. Foggy Night, no, to Oh Happy Day. I'm gonna stick it right there. It's definitely, like I said, this one's more of a piney kind of green and this one's more of a sagey kind of green. We don't have a dupe for this either, so I will double check the bright greens, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are all way too bright. We don't have anything like this over here. What is on this? Yeah, those are all semi-shears. Jellies. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to pop that right here next to Foggy Night, but no dupe for Sage Stuffing either. I did end up popping Midnight Mocha on my purple swatch ring. I just feel like it's more of a purple than a brown. But sitting on the shelf, it looks more brown. But when I do the comparisons, to me, it looks more purple. So I don't know. That's a hard one. But that is all of them. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody, again, as always, for sticking it out through the videos. And to the ones that it's helpful to. I so appreciate all your feedback. And I am just so grateful that I'm able to help you when you're making your Madam Glam selections. So thank you again. You guys are the ones who keep me going and keep me doing this because it is so much work. It's so time consuming to stay late and do all this for you guys. But even if it helps just one person, that's what keeps me going. So I am just so grateful that it helps you. So thank you again to Madam Glam for sending me this beautiful collection. If you guys haven't gotten your advent calendars yet and you want them, make sure you are checking that out because they do tend to sell out. I don't know if they're sold out yet or not, but if you're looking to get that, make sure you do so. I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you guys. I can't remember. So thank you so much for watching. Follow me over on Instagram to see all of the fun holiday nail art that is about to happen. And that is at Ginger Sparks on Instagram. If you want to see all of the nail art I do with these beautiful colors. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.